So let's talk a little bit about how the job was. So how was
Yeah.
it going from graduating with your then master's degree into the Korean workforce? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. It was interesting to me to see how, in a way, like, man, I feel like I'm really trashing Korea here. So I'm gonna try to say some positive stuff. But in case, dear listener, you didn't get this feeling already, I didn't really have a great time in Korea. So,
Right, right.
but I'm just trying to be honest here, so
Yeah,
you can
please
get the
do.
most information you can if you want to move there. Um, yeah. So one positive thing I'd say is that I did feel like in the workforce, it was kind of expected that you would be friends with your coworkers. So there was a
Mm,
lot of just after work, like we're going to this restaurant and we're going to get really drunk together. And that would happen often. And so as a result, it was meant to, like, kind of make you closer with your coworkers and whatever, but this would often happen, like multiple times weekly. And it was also
mm.
enforced in a way. It wasn't company policy,
Right,
but if
right.
you don't do it,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you also experience something similar when you were in Japan?
Yeah, yeah, Japan's totally the same on that. I mean, I didn't have too
Yeah.
many of those experiences at the company that I was working at the time, but this notion of, the mandatory voluntary company parties is definitely a
Mandatory
big topic
voluntary.
in Japan as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So it's not like you get fired, but people are gonna think you're weird, and you'll definitely be an outsider if you don't go to these. So yeah, that was kind of tough, honestly, for me, because I would usually show up, and it was just like it was just awkward. We'd gradually get drunker, and
Mm,
as we would get more drunk, like the walls would kind of come down, and you would sort of be able to talk with people. But yeah, it still, especially the fact that it was kind of made mandatory. I usually just did my best to avoid them if I could.